Hey everybody, Coach Brett here with ZenTriathlon.com, and I'd like to make a video to answer a question that I got by email recently. And the question was, what are some ways to get faster in the pool without much work? Like, what's a good trick to get faster in the pool right now? And actually, I have one really good tip, and it's something that I do and it works great. Now, what happens is when a lot of people push off the wall at the pool, either when they're starting swimming or they're doing a turn, they're not streamlined enough. They push off the wall and they don't really think about it so much. So this is what happens. They push off and they put their arms together, they put their hands together like they should. Sometimes they don't even put their hands together, but a lot of times people put their hands together like they should, and then they push off the wall, and this is about as far as they get. This is a big problem because water is a very thick fluid, and you want to get as streamlined as possible when you push off the wall. Now, we do this a lot in stroke technique. We focus on getting really streamlined one way or the other, but we don't think about it that much when we push off the wall, and it makes a huge difference, and I'm talking huge. So, when you do your turn and you push, you put your hands together and pop all at once, all at the same time, with a nice sharp movement like this. Now, what that does is that extra momentum creates almost twice the distance when you go off underwater. So, when you push off, you also want to make sure that the insides of your arms, like your elbows for example, or up at your biceps, touch your ears and actually press in on your head. So, when it pops, you want to feel it on the sides of your head. You want to feel your arms. And then, if you can get there, really what you want to do, if you can, is do some nice dolphin kick, like this, off the wall. Not real hard flutter kick, because it wears you out. So, then you can also control the depth that you're going in the water by where you hold your hands. If when you push off the wall and you hold your hands like this, you're going to go straight. If you hold your hands down like this, it'll actually force you under a little bit longer and you'll get more glide. If you're running out of air and you want to finish up your turn and come up to the surface and start swimming, while you keep your body flat, just pop your hands up like this and you'll go boom, right onto the top of the pool and start swimming. So a rule of thumb is that you don't want to come up for air or for your first stroke until you're past the 5-yard mark, and that's where the lane rope turns from solid to dashed in most pools. So if you're coming up before that, then you're not spending enough time underwater. Now, if you're really good and you've been practicing this a lot, you can go a lot farther than that. And the trick is to go as far as you can underwater with a nice, steady kick and a real streamlined, tight body, like this. And what that does is it allows you to go further with less effort, and your upper body gets to rest, which is a big deal. Because then when you come up to swim to the wall on the other side, you have a shorter distance to swim because you've been going under longer, and that whole time your upper body's been resting, so now you have to swim a shorter distance and your upper body is more rested, so you've got more strength. You will end up actually saving time and swimming faster if you stay under with that push and get streamlined and do a nice gliding soft kick. And then when you start running out of air, pop your hands up like that and come up. And then your arms are nice and strong, and then you can finish your distance to the rest of the way to the wall. I've done this in practice and in racing, and it makes a huge difference. It feels like you're going slower because it is much easier. But in the long run, especially for longer distance swimming, so 200, 300, 1,000 yards or meters or up miles, like a mile or two, you actually save a lot of energy in your upper body, and you'll be so glad that you did this. So happy to bring you this video, and I'll be bringing you a lot more. Always check out ZenTriathlon.com. Thanks.